brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, now he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. McCaffrey on the counter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. They'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. from the 35. Here's 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Back to the same target. Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Allen now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Allen. Open man is Kirk, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He gets 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. Mark Andrews from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught. Nifty move. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try to...
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that is no good. and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Allen's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken off at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Allen going to throw. But he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Trayvon Walker in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. And Watson has it right side. And he will have a Cowboys first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. A give for Walker running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Stroud. That pass caught, and it's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Stroud to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bradley Chubb, his second sack of the night. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And Stroud now to throw. He completes this to Walker. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now Allen again. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The throwing again is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. This is caught by Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud's throw brought in by Watson. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. His throw incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Stroud. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Open man is Kirk, complete. A final shot before half for Allen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And here's Allen. This is caught. It's Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. McCaffrey on the toss right, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now Austin. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy.
And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. First and 10, it's Stroud. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Play action. Stroud now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Stroud. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
37-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a Carolina first down and a gain of 16.
37-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Kirk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's complete to Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. To the right side, this is Walker. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They run again with Walker. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now Allen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Kayvon Thibodeau coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd down and 12. Allen going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. To the air, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Allen. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. And again, it's Allen. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
Pickup on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.